And once again, Alpha Team Singapore starting up north.
Yep, and their opponent CNMB will be starting down south.
And once again, all heavy tanks, eh?
Yeah, so
on both sides.
Actually, it's a slightly different setup than the last match on
the Alpha Team Singapore
on ends.
side, but yeah, they just traded that one heavy tank for a T-32, but other than that, it's pretty much the same thing. And when it comes to CNMB, it's exactly the same selection.
Yeah, on the CNMB team, it is the exact same lineup as the last set.
So now Alpha Team Singapore spreading out, and interestingly enough, it looked like they were going for the hill.
Yeah,
kind of. At least some of their forces going for the hill. No, actually, they're just spreading out. No, actually, they are going for the hill.
Yeah,
it looks like it. Two on the railroad and two on the hill with the two scouts. Whereas their opponents from CNMB earlier on, it looked like they were going for a railroad push, sort of, or perhaps like a Central Park kind of push.
Actually,
they're already on the park, on the southern edge of the park in the middle.
So they could quite possibly going for that western push, but
yeah, and they've already been spotted.
Yeah, it could be a good idea though, because two of the heavy tanks on the Singapore team are up on the hill.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, moving up the hill now.
Yeah, they are moving up the hill, and so once again, Alpha Team Singapore leaving their options open as to, okay, you know, if these guys go for a full-on push, then we might go for a flanking maneuver and a base capture. But right now, yes, you know what? CNMB hesitating.
Yeah.
Not pushing. They spotted like one heavy tank up there, like to the north of the railroad, and they're not sure as to where the others are. Like they're sending one scout up the hill right now as we speak to the east, and he's soon going to find out that there's a lot of tanks coming up that way too. So there you go. They're definitely going to have to defend this somehow.
Yeah, and actually the CNMB team sent one of their T1 light tanks up the railway just to see what was waiting for them up on that northeastern.
Yeah, exactly, and they're going to find out that, okay, they've only got like what, 2 heavy tanks up there. Like CNMB is going to have to make a choice here, pretty much. But I'm really liking the Alpha Team Singapore spread out, pretty much. Their 5 heavy tanks are like, oh, you got 2 on the hill, 2 on the railroad, and 1 like on the northern side, northeastern side of that Central Park area. So they're defending this position really, really well. Let us not forget that from that hill, you get extremely good vantage point, especially towards the field, I mean towards the park in the middle, and also towards the railway as well. So right now, I think the time for a CNMB push on the railway is up already.
I think
the hill has been monopolized right now.
But the thing is that the CNMB team don't know that any heavy tanks are up there on the hill yet.
Yeah, they don't, because their scout actually retreated. They know that something's up there. They don't really know quite yet like where all the heavy tanks are. They spotted just one, like up that railroad. And okay, now the T1 scout has been spotted. Yeah, pretty much. So they saw that
actually spotted 2 of those heavy tanks down there on the CNMB team.
Yeah, there you go. So you've got those 2 heavy tanks right now. We're taking a look at them right now. As a matter of fact, waiting right beneath that fortress, so beneath the hill, on the edge of the park, east of the park, and right now
it looks like they might be coming up for a push.
Okay, so now they actually know that you've got 1 heavy tank to the east and 2 heavy tanks to the west as well. They do not know that 2 of the heavier tanks have been committed to the hill as well. So now they're pushing east of that park area.
Yep. Oh, here we have the first fight coming down. And the Singapore
Des Guys is probably going to go out on this one. He's outnumbered.
Yeah, no, actually, but he has 2 teammates coming to back him up. Well, actually,
yeah, exactly. Well, right now it's just it's all converging to that park area pretty much.
And the CNMB team, the 2 heavy things that they sent.
And look at that now, a flank going on, because those 2 heavy tanks that went up the hill are now coming down south. So it's brilliantly done by Alpha Team Singapore. Look at the 1 tank down. This guy's still alive.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
2 heavy tanks now on the CNMB team. So
it's just, that was a really brilliant flanking maneuver.
Yeah.
And it's looking really grim now for CNMB. Look at that.
Yeah,
they're just like taking punishment left and right. Only 1 T-32 left. That's going to be it, folks.
Yeah, it's pretty much GG coming out from the CNMB team. They only have 2 T1s left. Pretty much nothing they can do, and this last heavy tank will go down. Oh, Des
Guys, actually, Captain Des Guys managing to stay alive just long enough for backup to come. And that's what CNMB did not know. Where were those 2 extra heavy tanks on top of the hill? And of course, those 2 came down the hill like in a flash and just managed to flank their opponents. There was nothing that they could do, being attacked like from the rear like that.
But actually, a little bit of